Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. While I was playing the T29 with Shady Sniper, I noticed that the crew in the T29 were pretty good, and were fairly close to completing a new skill. So I decided that I would move them on to the T54E1, which have been crewless pretty much since I got it, because initially I got it around the time of an update, and the sound file on the T54E1 was faulty, and it was really loud. It actually used to give me a headache, so I stopped playing the T54E1, and I started, I moved the crew over to the Pershing, and I played the Pershing instead for a while. So I moved the crew back, ran it through some premium tanks to get the daily doubles, and completed the tank mastery. And while I was having some games in it, one of them ended rather abruptly, so I took out the T110E5 for a spin, and this is the result of it. So we're on Windstorm, and this is my first game on the T110E5 in quite some time. And I come into the town because this is I think it's the best route in Windstorm in pretty much any tank except maybe a glass cannon tank destroyer. Because both teams tend to be attracted to that AB line. And I think the AB line is a terrible route for advance. It's really dominated by tank destroyers and heavy tanks with good frontal armour. And you have very limited ability to do anything up there in the early game because it's just crowded, and it's kind of potluck as to whether you get a good position or not. So you're not dictating the pace of the battle up there, you're just reacting to what else is going on around you. But it seems to be very attractive when all the players go up there, which leaves the rest of the map open for lots of opportunities. Now we've come up here and we've met nobody, but we have the artillery inside. The T112A obviously is too big a hit point pool to completely demolish in one shot with regular armor piercing ammunition. And there's another one, and he's just noticed me now as well, but I haven't, again, it's too much hit points, he's not completely removed, but he spotted me. Which now leads to a bit of a problem. Support is a bit away, and once the artillery relocate, they will make life very miserable for me in pretty short order, unless they're actually caught. So I thought, right, there's just a tier 8 here and medium tank that if I just waded in, I might be able to deal with these guys before the artillery takes me out of the picture completely. So I just went after the nameless, and when I did so, the light tank joined me, the Lycan, and went after the Skoda. Now the Skoda was concentrating on me initially. He got one shot in, I think, but the Lycan was concentrating on the Skoda, and he's managed to take him out. So I then finish off the nameless. It's just a matter of time. Wait for the reload, and I managed to get out of that with very little damage. So, and the artillery seemed to have been kept busy, or at least they haven't engaged with me. So I'm going over this way, and the next thing I run into this Batchat, the tier 9 version of the Batchat, and he puts 3 rounds in. Managed to get a round into him, but he's now pulling away, so he's probably out of ammo. He's on his reload cycle. We've got a couple of hits on him, and the Lycan is tearing into him as well. But he's now in a confined space. We're going to have an opportunity to shoot him as he tries to go away there, and we managed to remove most of his health, and the Lycan finishes him off. That Lycan had the game of his life, actually. I think he had a very good game. He played very aggressively and very well. So the artillery looks like it's busy and it's gone, so there's a tank destroyer here around the corner. So now the Lycan is already pointing in this direction, so I'm going to support the Lycan, and I'm going to draw the tank destroyer's attention. Now it is an FE215B183, this infamous Death Star, but I should be able to get a round in before he gets that gun lined up on me properly. The aim time on that gun is really long, and he didn't aim in there, so he hit the ground instead of me. So I get another good hit in, and I should be able to get a third one in before he's fully reloaded. But I donked the third shot. I bounced that off the turret front, which is quite strong. So I'm going after him because the Lycan is at him as well. I don't want him to turn on the Lycan. So he puts a round into my tracks. I'm quite fortunate to survive that one. And somebody else takes him out. So I'm reloading, pushing forward. I never noticed the E75 on the hill. So I bounced that one off of him. And I start retreating, trying to keep my tank angled. Now I should be able to finish him off. I can get a shot in. I survived the hit. And I take him out on the return fire. So there's a no ho up there. Yeah. So I don't want to go face him up straight on. I'm going to go around. Hopefully that heavy tank going up will keep the ho occupied. And then his gun won't be pointing at me when I get round to shooting at him. And I'm also relying on the other tank to keep that other heavy tank busy while I'm doing this, because the Yoho is kind of the priority target here. There's more than one of us near him. So I fire, but I really probably should have taken more time there. He's now pointing the gun at me, but I'm too low. He's not going to get a shot into me yet. And if other people are pointing at him, he might be shooting at other people by the time I get around to do the reload. But I'm going to go into lower ground. Unfortunately, I get shot from the Love. It looks like our guy over there wasn't able to deal with the Love, and I managed to get a hit in, but he put that one through me. Just before he was finished off, not sure who took him out, and the Lycan here is getting stuck into the Oho. I mean, just watch this. So, bounces one. That one looks like a hit. That one looks like a hit. I think that one's a bounce. A hit. That's probably a bounce. And then the tank destroyer rams the Oho for mutual destruction. Still with 15 damaging ribbons. So I can't complain. 39,000 silver, pretty decent. Over 5k damage. That's a pretty good result. It gives me a high caliber. Second class mastery. Didn't get a lot of assisted damage, but then I didn't do much tracking or spotting. Or I didn't have too many people around me when I was in a position to spot things. Blocked over 3k damage and came second by experience. The Lycan stealing first place, and I think he deserved it well. So overall, that's the kind of thing you can do in the T110E5. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider giving the video a like and the channel subscription. See you all soon.